In this video, we're going to be talking about what's the best social media for WeedTubers. But first, if you're new around here, give me a sub. I cover everything WeedTube. Alright, so before we get into this whole tier list, I wanna mention the I don't know, because some of these I really don't know, like 4chan. I wasn't on 4chan when I was, consuming, so I don't really know what's up with 4chan. So up first is Reddit. And when it comes to Reddit, you can probably assume it's really good for WeedTubers. You can go on there, you can self-promote. A bunch of WeedTubers have their own subreddit, and someone like Cupins even uses his subreddit in his content. He every week he does like viewer reviews of like rips and that kind of stuff, and he does it on his live stream, and he uses his subreddit to get those submissions. So I'm gonna have to put Reddit in an easy S tier because it's really good for everything like a WeedTuber needs, really. Up next is Twitch, and Twitch is an iffy one because if you asked me this, like I don't know, like 3 years ago, I would have probably said Twitch is an S tier. But recent changes kind of makes me want to change my ranking on it because they added a new feature to the platform. Okay, like they allow the consumption of it, but they do not allow the promotion of it. If you post any kind of sponsors revolving around the plant, you will get banned or you will get a suspension, which is a bit is a bit shit because a lot of YouTubers use sponsors as the way they make money, and not having the ability to promote your sponsors or promote your code is kind of bad for a platform when it comes to WeedTubers. But I will say they don't ban you for consumption, so just because of that, I'm about to put an A. Alright, so up next is Discord, and Discord is really good. Like, there's just nothing else to really say about it. It's a bunch of VTubers have their own Discords where they honestly create like their own like unique fan base when obviously like a bunch of the people who are watching VTubers watch all the VTubers or watch multiple VTubers. But when you have these Discords, it creates like a sense of community. Like I'm gonna like shout the Cupins one, the Fulcrum one, the Aircon one. I know Dopaziola recently started his. They're all really good Discords, and they make a sense of community like with your fans, which I really like. And because of that, I'm going to put it in S tier. Like, they don't ban you for consumption. You can promote, you can self-promote in a lot of the subreddits. Oh, no, I said subreddits. A lot of the Discords, and which works out really well for VTubers. So S tier has to go. All right, so up next is Snapchat, and Snapchat is an iffy one once again because obviously you probably know Snapchat is the place to buy your stuff, not really post about your stuff. But I have seen a few VTubers use a Snapchat, but I will say they do not allow consumption. Okay, I've heard Dopaziola and Aircon talk about getting their Snapchat suspended. So for the trapper side it might be good, but for the VTuber side, I'm gonna have to put it in C because you can use it, but like I don't think it's gonna go too far, to be honest with you. All right, so the next one is TikTok, and TikTok can be really good. Like some of the people who have used TikToks, some of the VTubers who have used TikToks, they have done really well on there. But they can probably all contest to this that they've probably been banned or suspended or had videos taken down because personally I don't even really show consumption, and I've got my videos taken down. So I can only wonder how it works with people who do show consumption. Like, it probably doesn't work out too well for them. So, for that, I'm going to have to put it in B. Like, I think, like, just because of the people who's used it, like, I'm going to shout Fulcrum and Goblin, they've done really well on TikTok. Like, also, Simply Sick, he's also done really well on TikTok as well. And just because of people like that who have done well on there, I'm gonna put it in B. But they can probably contest to it that they've you know, gotten some videos banned or maybe had like a couple days suspension, however it works on there. All right, so up next is Instagram, and Instagram is once again kind of an iffy platform because almost all YouTubers have an Instagram and they use it to promote their videos, or they use the story system to promote their sponsors, which works out for a lot of YouTubers, and a lot of YouTubers do that. So for the aspect of you being able to make money off of Instagram as a YouTuber, not directly from Instagram, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. And you know, for the fact that almost every VTuber has an Instagram, I'm gonna put it in B, but they don't allow consumptions. There are a bunch of people who have gotten their Instagram accounts banned. I mean, like Dopazola has gotten banned, gotten it back. Aircon has gotten banned, gotten it back. Matthias, Adam Mill, they've all had multiple accounts getting banned off of there with, you know, thousands of followers just gone instantly. So, you know, for that I cannot put in A and S, but I will put it in B because, you know, all who doesn't have an Instagram? Like all the VTuber has, every VTuber has an Instagram. So like, just for that, I have to put it in B. All right, so up next is Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, and Twitter is a very underrated platform. If you are a VTuber and you're not using Twitter, you're kind of putting yourself at a disadvantage because not only do they allow consumption, they kind of promote it. Like I've gotten some of my posts, and I know other people who've gotten some of their posts put into the Twitter algorithm or whatever you want to call it, and you know it's gone like, you know, semi Twitter viral or like either, you know, Twitter viral, and I think it's an extremely underrated platform from VTubers, and I think every VTuber should be on it. So for everything I just said, it has to go into S. The next one is Facebook, Meta, whatever you want to call it. You know, Facebook bought over Instagram, just to let you know. So, you know, the rules are very similar to Instagram, and, you know, obviously they don't allow consumption, and they don't really have a story system, so it's really hard to promote your products on Facebook because everything's a post on there. So, you know, you post something you post something that's a little bit too much revealing of the plant, or you're too heavy with your promotion, you're gonna get your Facebook banned as a VTuber. But I do know a few VTubers who have a Facebook because, you know, there's an audience there. It's a bunch of like, to, you know, not without, you know, being, you know, mean to anybody, you know, it's a bunch of like moms and dads who just constantly sit on Facebook or are on there for because of family, and that's the audience really on there, and that's what they're trying to, the VTubers who are on there are trying to capture that audience. And because like the whole like consumption thing not being allowed on both Instagram and Facebook, I'm gonna have to put it in C because it's not like Instagram where you have the story system and you can, you know, make some money off of that. It's not really like that. So I'm gonna have to put it in C next to Snapchat. All right, so up next is Vine, and when I was watching Vine, I wasn't, you know, really consuming a bunch, so I wasn't really you know, really aware what was happening with the YouTube scene on Vine. But you know, I'm assuming there was some videos on there, but I'm also assuming it was kind of like TikTok where they wasn't allowing like big consuming on there. So you know, I'm not too big on the WeedTube Vine days. So let me know in the comments, you know, if it was actually good or not, because I don't really know. But off the stuff I do know, I'm gonna have to put in like D. Up next is YouTube, and honestly, like YouTube's kind of the goat for the WeedTube space. Like I know there was a big time where WeedTubers got banned off of, you know, off of YouTube, and you know they're kind of like showing ads about like cannabis now, which is, you know, kind of fucked up. But you know, you know, but it's still just a goated platform for VTubers. Like if you do your videos right, you can get in the algorithm. Like the people who say VTubers are constantly demonetized and there's nothing you can do about it is a kind of a lie, because you can do something about it to not get demonetized. You're just not looking into the solutions, or you're not, paying attention to the other people who are, not getting demonetized. But, you know, besides like the whole getting banned stuff, which is pretty bad, YouTube is goated. Like, you have a chance to make money as a WeedTuber if you do your thing right. A lot of WeedTubers don't get paid off of YouTube, and they probably will never, because they show consumption. Obviously, I'm a bit different because what I do on my channel, but I still think it's one of the better websites, or one of the better platforms when it comes to the whole WeedTube space. And it's where the WeedTube kind of started. Like, even though like it was a platform, WeedTube kind of started on YouTube. If you really think about it, the genre started on YouTube, and then a platform was made, kind of giving the community, or the people who make the content, a name, and they continued on YouTube. But because of all that stuff I just mentioned, I'm gonna put it in S. Like, if you disagree, you can let me know, but I personally think YouTube is one of the better platforms when it comes to the WeedTube stuff. Let me know what you think about this tier list. If you would have changed anything, let me know down in the comments. Until next time, peace.
She said I could have it. 2016 little bitch, I'm a savage. Johnny Depp sue a bitch, make all the baggage. Then I feel like I'm a fucking bandit. RIP, just walk out perks in the cabinet. Sold them off on my session, that's